It shouldn't need to be said that black men are not responsible for anything other than themselves and their own behavior, but the woman in the B-roll next to me was drunk and decided it would be a perfect opportunity to harass a man named Nicholas Wilkinson about keeping black women under control. I'm not even kidding. Let's watch the video.
Black male needs to get up and decide to put these black chicks in their place. Ugh.
Damn, that's huge.
I get it.
You say that black women are messing with your mom? You say your mom's in the hospital? Oh, they're messing with the country.
That's so.
Okay, all right.
So the black male needs to say,
Well, let me hold that thought. Let me order this food real quick.
oh.
I think someone needs to put you in your place, woman.
I think that nobody wants to, because I think that she has just left a wake of people running from any interaction with her for years, probably. If that's indicative of what conversations with her are like.
Boozy advice.
What are the ingredients in a Carantini, by the way?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure Brett can come up with something though.
I just don't talk. Just don't talk to strangers. That's my new rule for most people who want to say controversial things. Just don't.
No,
just
or
don't talk
not
to strangers.
Even controversial things. Just anything. Don't talk to anyone.
Look, the other day, last Friday actually, my husband and I go to this restaurant that we're now obsessed with. They have
Coquito?
No, they don't have coquito. It's a Creole food. They have really good Creole food there. Anyway, so we decide we like to sit at the bar because we like to have spontaneous. I can't believe who I've turned into because this isn't who I used to be pre-pandemic days. But now I'm just I need human connection. So I'm not against speaking to strangers. I'm saying don't speak to strangers if you happen to be an awful person who wants to say awful things, or if you want to bug people about things that you shouldn't be bugging them about.
But if your kink is saying terrible things to other people, the advice don't talk to other people is not going to be very effective.
I know.
What are they supposed to do?
No one's going to take my advice. But I have to say, we're having drinks at the bar. There was a guy sitting next to us. We learned all these wonderful things about him. He actually used to live in Louisiana and then he moved to LA when he was a kid.
Sounds terrible, but sure.
No, that doesn't sound terrible. And he
I mean just conversation in general.
He opens restaurants, right? He was the co-owner of that restaurant. We didn't realize it until we started talking to him. But what's also cool is he's an actor. And he's done all these cool acting things, acting jobs.
I'm glad that you enjoyed this interaction.
Okay, why am I even sharing this? It's so irrelevant to the story. I apologize. Let's move on.
I don't want to hear my life story, let alone his.
Okay, understood. Let's move on. I apologize. I thought we were friends here. I thought we cared about each other.
No, I'm not talking about you telling me the thing. I've given you a dispensation, you can talk to me, but other people know.
If your purpose in speaking to strangers is to spread love, unity, right? Humanity, do it. But if your purpose is to get drunk and spew awful things about black women or anyone else, just don't do it. If you need to drink and act ridiculously, then do it at home
or
when you're alone.
Karaoke. Doesn't she think, she thinks, she was wearing a hat, right? In my mind, it's important that she's wearing a hat for this. She was wearing, okay, good, I was sure. I could talk to him.
Look at her later.
You know what you need to do with those black women? Put them in their place. She thought, I'm helping him, I'm vibing.
She does modern art for a living.
That's what she,
That's
really?
What she looks. She just looks like someone who do modern art for a living.
I don't like.
Not that there's anything against modern art, just her whole aesthetic. She looks like she's cosplaying.
Sounds like
there's
something against modern art right there. But yeah, and I like cosplay. But yeah, no, Jesus. Yeah, I think she thought this is cool what I'm doing, and just totally wrong. But I do think, as our nation comes to grips with the Karendemic, we need to be able to separate variants. And the hat variant likes to vibe and thinks they're chill, which is different than I'm gonna come up on you while you're trying to load groceries into your car and make your day about this now. That's a different vibe.
Yeah.
It's just bad, I guess, but.
Yeah, and I got it. Look, I love Nicholas Wilkinson.
Is it Oktoberfest?
I don't know.
I'm getting Oktoberfest vibes.
I have no idea. But Nicholas Wilkerson, who's the unfortunate black man in the video who has to listen to this garbage, is honestly the actual chill one because his responses to her are so hilarious. So with that said, we have more video from this. Let's go to, believe it or not, the next video where she gets even more ridiculous.
Now, what was you saying again?
The black male needs to wrestle the black female and tell her and put her in her place. Because if you don't, she's just gonna just,
Right.
she's just gonna, I don't know, she's just gonna, mess it all up.
Why is the black woman gonna mess it up?
For, well, color of her skin, people like porcelain skin, the blue eyes, the yellow hair, all of it. You want to go there?
I'm asking you.
I'm telling you.
That got way worse.
It got worse. That was worse.
Man.
That was much worse.
Less Drunk Roseanne has got some issues to work through. Oh man, I feel a little bit bad that I was joking earlier because it was racist from the beginning.
Yes.
It was racist from before the beginning.
The whole thing
Because
is
the dude
racist.
started filming because she said some other racist thing before.
Yeah.
But man, it got darker.
The sense of entitlement is what always gets me with these types of stories. The sense of entitlement to say awful things to black people, to people of color, just like this sense of, I have the right to say the worst things to you, and you do not have the right to fight back in any way or to, you know what I mean? I mean, like she's oozing, I'm better than you. And I'm entitled to saying degrading things about black women. In fact, it is your responsibility to keep these black women under control. That's what she's saying there. First of all, when it comes to women overall, I have become increasingly sensitive to any type of discourse about keeping them under control because they're too angry, they're too emotional, they're too this, they're too that. Like all this stuff about everyone needs to talk like Tulsi Gabbard, like whisper when they're talking because that's what rational women sound like. That's
Are people
garbage.
calling for that?
No, that was what I think that's what a lot of dudes loved about Tulsi Gabbard. She spoke in like hushed tones and it gives like this, it's not true because she actually did a lot of awful things and had a lot of awful beliefs, but it gives this like impression that the person is like, it only applies to women, by the way. That's why it like grates on my nerves. A rational woman speaks calmly. A rational woman has no emotion. A rational woman is never passionate because women can't be passionate.
Well, then that might be her
women only
responding
get
to
angry or
sexism.
over emotional, right?
Yeah.
So like when it comes to women overall, like that garbage commentary really bothers me. But obviously, it's even worse when it comes to black women who are immediately, even when they speak in hushed tones, they're immediately defamed as angry. They're immediately brushed off as like irrational, angry, illogical, all of that garbage. So that's why, yes, there's like a funny component to it because as this woman is saying awful things, there's like flying cars above her head in this like cheesy restaurant, right? And she also looks clownish. But what she's saying is actually awful. And it's something that I think a lot of people believe about women in general, but especially about black women. It's a trope. It's been an ongoing, long-held, discriminatory, or it's just a racist trope, and it's stupid, and 100%. I can't stand. Now, go ahead.
Well, and really fast, and one has to assume the society and all the stuff that led her to this point where she could feel like I can say this stuff,
right?
And have no idea that he is giving you every signal in the world that he has no interest in any of this BS. But she has apparently, like, it's another form of entitlement. I can say whatever I want, and it's not even that she's thinking you have to be nice to me. It's she knows you will be.
Right.
You'll give me the benefit of the doubt. you won't say anything mean. I mean, how could you? Come on, it looks so bad for you if you do. I'll just say whatever I want. Yeah, it's like we need not critical race theory because it doesn't have anything to do with that. That's just what they think it has to do with. But we need a better what she needs to do. Honestly, like I hate the fact that they've ruined the terminology, but she could use 10% of awakening, like a little bit, to understand why not to talk like that, why not to think like that, to be able to analyze his body language the way he's talking. She's asleep.
She knows.
She's asleep.
She knows. I don't know if you can really change people like this,
no,
right?
Probably not her.
Yeah.
Well, removing the alcohol might help a little bit, but
and Nicholas Wilkerson had to be saved by a server, and I wish the bartender maybe like cut her off earlier with the drinking, but nonetheless, someone did step in to kind of like de-escalate the situation. Not that Wilkerson in any way.
he was just being nice.
He was being nice the entire time. It was kind of incredible. So here's the final part of the video.
First of all, our black women are strong.
I know that.
We got strong black women in this world. Yes, indeed. And the black women in this country, in this world, is not the problem.
Yes, they are.
Because when you talk about it, you talk about my black mother.
No.
You talking about my black sister. You talking about my girlfriend. You talking about everybody. Now I don't know what's going on with your mom.
Yes, no, sir.
I don't know what's going on with your mom, but
No, wait.
My condolences to whatever's going on with your mom. But no, I don't think it's every black woman's fault what's going on with your
Let me tell you
mom.
about my mom.
Yeah, I'm listening.
That bitch is 97 years old and she don't know how to quit.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
You read me? We got black chicks that are like that, okay? They need to be reined in. I'm serious.
These ladies over here would love for you to join them.
Okay, right on.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, you have a nice day, okay?
Mom's 97 years old and that bitch won't quit. But that's okay. That's okay.
You need to quit. You need to quit. Don't you? Oh God. Yeah, I don't understand why people would like that. That's their life. I went to when I first moved to Austin. I went to a bar, and I think I was waiting for someone or something. And a guy, it was like a sports bar, and a guy just started talking to me about the Yankees. Which, first of all, don't do that, please. I even at that point, I think I watched the Yankees still. Don't talk to me about sports in public. But anyway, and he was criticizing them, and it took maybe 2 minutes before it was, and all these N-words and. Like he was in a packed bar, he had just met me. Oh, he wasn't saying N-words, by the way. He was saying the full word.
Oh my God.
About how they've ruined the Yankees or whatever. And who are you, man? How did you get to this place?
How'd you handle that? What did you do?
I probably super smoothly. I mean, come on. Like I was probably suave and charismatic. I don't know. I probably was like,
you're known for.
This is weird, thank you. I probably did that.
Yeah.
And then I drank my, I don't know, pina colada or whatever.
No, but you think he's lying and being self-deprecating. It was definitely a pina colada. John doesn't hide the fact that he loves fruity drinks.
In the picture, it's got pineapple and banana, please. Can you take this back? Good day to you with the racism, I'll be over there.
Oh man, wow. These are real people.
They're
having real conversations, conversations we wish weren't taking place.
This is what happens when people stop being nice and start being real. It's not good. I don't like it.
She probably thinks she was being very nice, right? I mean, it's just, anyway. All right, it is what it is. This is what exists in the world. Even after all of these videos, after all of the people who have gotten in trouble for saying awful things to black men, black women, other people of color. I mean, we've done stories about Asian people being harassed. It's just a nonstop. It doesn't matter how many of these stories are caught on camera.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
They still do it because they feel entitled to it. They don't expect consequences because they've never suffered any consequences before.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.